If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't staple, mend, or mix it. But if it kinda works a little bit, let's give it to the church. There's a story that I fear has been repeated in the places where our people come to pray. And I'm almost sure you'd nod in kind agreement as you think about this story some fine day. It's a story all about the things we treasure, and a story all about the things we don't. But if you think I'm gonna call your name out, don't worry, just don't worry, 'cause I won't. I'll just tell you what I've seen down in the kitchen. There's a coffee pot that works except the plug. And what do you think about this perfectly good carpet? You know, they got it at the landfill in the mud. And this toaster heats just fine but does not pop up, so you have to kinda watch it while it works. That's why they put it over there together with that coffee pot that does not always perk. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't staple, mend, or mix it. But if it kinda works, let's give it to the church. They'll probably only use it hardly ever, maybe just on Easter Sunday for the brunch. And you know they always make so many pancakes anyway that they'll hardly even use the toaster a whole bunch. I just hate to throw it out, it's been a good one. And I know it wasn't cheap back in its time. And you know they just don't make them like they used to. So just watch them real close, you'll be fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't staple, mend, or mix it. But if it kinda works, let's give it to the church. And here's another thing for contributions. It's this plant that got too big for in the house, but it's so beautiful and very healthy. It just needs a spot where it can just spread out. So now we have a bush by the piano, and we even have a bush down by the door. And there's no sense hanging up today's hymn numbers, 'cause you can't see the board there anymore. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't staple, mend, or mix it. But if it's only broke a little bit, let's give it to the church. Now darling, I just thought I ought to mention, our vacuum cleaner's really past its prime. And I've been thinking we should get a new one to clean our brand new carpets all the time. And you know, deep in my heart, I'm really grateful. So I embarked upon a special search. And darling, I have come to this conclusion. Let's give that old contraption to the church. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't staple, mend, or mix it. But if it kinda works, let's give it to the church. And we got real excited at the office, where the secretary sits and does her chores. And she was really glad to get the message. There'll be no handwritten letters anymore, 'cause we just got the news and are so happy. There's a typewriter donated and it's free. And the people said it works almost just perfect. It only does not have a letter E. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't staple, mend, or mix it. But if it's only broke a little bit, let's give it to the church. And just before we go, and while we're at it, let's think about the parsonage by and by, 'cause I really think that it should have new curtains to keep our pastor from the public eye. So here's what I propose will fit the budget. In fact, they will not cost us just a dime, 'cause I'll donate these wonderful creations. Why, they were all the rage in '49. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't staple, mend, or mix it. But if it kinda works a little bit, let's give it to the church.